Hey, welcome back to The Millionaire, your go-to spot for anything finance related. From how-tos and top 10s to Reddit threads, we've got all your favorite content. If you like the video, be sure to like it and subscribe to stay up to date. What stupid thing did you spend tons of money on? One of those ab belts that shocks your muscles into contracting to give you a six-pack. Newsflash, it didn't work, but it did shock the crap out of me. Edit, for everyone telling me about body fat and toning doesn't work and blah blah. I was a 19-year-old, 125-pound female soldier with the 101st Airborne Division. Some of the SF, Ranger, and infantry guys I worked with said they were using them. I just had this little fat pooch I was hoping to get rid of. Swimsuit season was coming. Sounds like you were overcharged. Yeah, puts on sunglasses. Absolutely. He is absolved of his mistake. That would be abhorrent and abjectly awful. Let us abstain from further mockery. Thank you for putting your body on the line for science. A man bought this weight loss device. The results will shock you. Thank you. I have always wondered, does it really work? Here's a hint on everything related to building muscle. All knowledge up to this point has shown that 3 things build muscle and make you look better. Those 3 things are lifting heavy weights, diet, and hormones. If you look at any accomplished bodybuilder, weightlifter, or generally anyone who is muscular and ripped, they focus on those 3 things. If shocking your muscles actually worked, every bodybuilder would be doing it. As Arnold says, there is no magic pill, aside from steroids, which he took. Steroids are basically the magic pill, and even steroids are not a magic pill. There's probably a handful of guys in your local gym taking steroids, and exactly 0 of them look like the guys on the Olympia stage. The top bodybuilders are genetic freaks with perfect diets, intense training, and a life devoted to the sport. Cigarettes, such a waste. It'll be 10 years since I quit next year. Damn, Edit, thank you for all the responses. Yes, I quit smoking almost 10 years ago. For those asking how I did it, I literally did everything in my power to keep my mind occupied. For me, it was gaming and video editing. Before I knew it, I went a month without tobacco. For those struggling, I'd suggest finding a hobby you love and dive into it to occupy the time you'd normally be smoking. If you truly want to quit, you'll find a way. Never stop trying. And for those suggesting vaping, no thanks. I remember when vapes and e-cigarettes were new. I tried them to quit smoking. It made things worse. With the cigarette, there's an end. With vaping, I could sit for hours puffing away. I know there are safeguards, but still, I'd overuse them. Also, thank you for all the shiny awards. Cool, good on you. I need to quit myself, and I've tried several times, but I always end up breaking down and buying a pack when I'm overwhelmed with stress. The amount you spend is ridiculous nowadays, and if you smoke a lot, you can easily spend over $100 a week. I hope I can get to your level someday. Edit. So reading everyone's comments has actually been pretty inspiring, and a couple of individuals have privately messaged me with advice. I think I'm gonna give it a shot and try to quit starting Sunday. Thanks guys, and wish me luck. Quitting is easy. I've done it hundreds of times. Just a few more drags and I'll be quitting again for the 19th time today. Edit. I think most of you get the joke, but to those who are replying just do it, I was referring to a pack having 20 cigs, and I was finishing my 19th cig for the day, therefore making it the 19th time I've quit for just that day. Like, quit between cigarettes. Here's what I did, and it really helped. When I got to that point where I felt like I needed a cigarette, I would go to wherever I would have gone if I was going to smoke, and I sat there like an idiot and pretended to smoke. I literally put my hand up to my mouth, pursed my lips and inhaled like I would a cigarette, and exhaled. I think the simple act of taking myself to a quiet spot outside and taking deep breaths really helped me to feel better. I haven't smoked in over 11 years, and every once in a while, I still need to do this. Hope this helps. Best of luck to you. Edit. Spelling. A metal detector for when I lost my college ring. I lost the ring during a party I threw. I thought I lost it outside and freaked out and bought a metal detector to find it. Turns out it was on my desk underneath a dollar bill. Some would argue school rings themselves fit this question. A ring that if you ever wear, makes you look like a complete tool, has no resale value, and symbolizes the most basic level of education a person is expected to have. Definitely fits this question. I do not like your username or the fact that it has caused me to perpetually clench my sphincter. And now you've made me clench my sphincter. All around the world, sphincters are slamming shut because you got people to read that username. I think causing a worldwide wave of sphincter shutting has to be on my list of greatest accomplishments. You know, you can rent a metal detector. The person who buys a high school class ring is not the same person that rents something they'll only need once. Edit, college ring, sure. I think that actually makes it worse. A Snoop Dogg concert. Snoop Dogg was so bleeped up on something that he didn't sing a single word. Someone stood behind a podium with a MacBook and played old Snoop songs over the PA. Snoop hobbled around on stage and threw joints from a bag at the same people in the front row over and over again. Every now and then he would wobble over to the mic and yeah something like a hype man, like yeah, huh, that's right, etc. Still feel betrayed to this day and get irrationally upset when the Reddit hive mind praises Snoop Dogg on a daily basis. This happened to me with Pearl Jam. He was so drunk he was rolling around on the stage floor wasted. It took me a good 10 years to forgive them. In college, my then boyfriend took his sister to a Pearl Jam concert in the mid-90s, and it was a shit show because Eddie was so drunk. Fans actually sued him for being so bad. My stepdad saw Stone Temple Pilots, and there was a couch on the stage. Scott Weiland saw his opportunity and sat down on the couch and never got up once. Sang a little at the beginning, then started nodding off, while maybe singing a word here and there, then just went ahead and fell asleep. You've got to be pretty bleeped up to fall asleep on a stage in front of a crowd. Well, he was a heroin addict, so that might have helped. Duct tape. When I was around 12 to 13, I spent tons of money on duct tape to make wallets and shit. I was good at it, but it really was a waste. I had a crate full of about 30 to 40 rolls. Good times. That's a lot of duct tape, but at least you always have some on hand when needed. Oh shit, the plane is broken in half. Who can save us now? OP smirks. Crazy thing is, this actually happened in real life. I honestly thought this was gonna return the Mythbusters episode. Well, I think it's obvious you must craft a giant wallet out of duct tape. A wallet so big it takes about 30 to 40 rolls of duct tape. You might even break some type of obscure world record. I did this same thing around 12 to 13, even sold them at school, hahaha. Steam sales, the bundles. I recently saw that something like 36% of all Steam purchases are never played. And on top of that, only 12 to 13% are played for more than 30 hours. I blame Steam sales. They give you that extra motivation to jump off the fence when deciding on a purchase. Because 75 to 95% off feels like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, even though it happens like once or twice a month. In fairness, a lot of games are shorter than 30 hours. I'd say 90% of the games I play can be finished within then. Yeah, and these sales rarely happen for popular multiplayer games. Just use the wishlist, guys. If a game goes on sale now, it's gonna go on sale again in the next year. Edit. Holy bleep. Stop messaging me about istthereanydeal.com, please. I too like to save money by buying games on sale that I won't play. Textbooks that the professor never used, despite being required. Did you ever read the textbooks though? I didn't have time to read the textbooks while I was studying undergrad. After studying, I picked them up and read them. It had everything I needed, explained everything I didn't understand. Didn't make that mistake again in my grad and postgrad studies. Also, using the library instead of buying books works wonders. I had a professor that once told us, the best notes that you can take in class are still gonna be worse than the worst textbook. Truer words haven't been spoken, IMO. Sims expansion packs. That bleep racks up in cost so bleeping fast. But we want our virtual people to ride horses and get better jobs and turn into vampires. There's a few characters made by the community that are using clothes from a specific expansion. And now, I want that damn expansion. All of them on The Sims 4 is over $500. That's nothing compared to Sims 3 in its dreaded store. League of Legends. My friend quit last year, and now he's slamming meth, hahaha. Exactly, better than ever. How did you quit? I literally log out and find myself logging back on in less than 30 minutes. I wasted over $300 into my account. One day I just suddenly realized that I'm wasting 40 minutes a game, when instead I could be doing something better. Not only that, the game was too toxic and detrimental to my mental health. So I uninstalled and never looked back. To some, it may be dramatic, but I swear, this game is almost like cocaine and causes a lot of addictions. My life has been nothing but better since. Bath bombs. It's literally money down the drain. Some have glitter and dyes. Without elaborating, I'll just say these things can be problematic for women. Lush is evil. You'd be a block away and smell it. which turns into yes, $5 is a reasonable price to spend per bath. The secret is to break the bath bombs into smaller pieces. It still works and they last a lot longer. The last one stained my bath bright pink. The husband was not happy with me. If you enjoyed the video today, be sure to subscribe to the channel right away and like this video for more content weekly. We have it all, from hilarious rich moments to tips on how to be the next millionaire. See you next time. Oh, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button.